Hey there, welcome to my channel, where we talk about all things related to personal finance. Today's topic is one that many people have probably debated at some point in their lives: buying versus renting a home. It's a big decision that can have a major impact on your finances and your lifestyle. So in this video, I want to dive into the pros and cons of each option, and help you figure out which one might be right for you. Stick around to the end, where I'll share my personal take on the matter. Let's get started. Briefly explaining the topic and why it's important to consider the pros and cons of buying versus renting a home. Pros of buying a home: building equity and potential for appreciation in value, ability to customize and personalize the space, potential tax benefits, such as deductions for mortgage interest and property taxes. Cons of buying a home: high upfront costs, including down payment and closing costs, responsibility for maintenance and repairs, risk of decline in home value and potential for financial loss. Pros of renting a home: flexibility to move more easily, no responsibility for maintenance and repairs, lower upfront costs, such as security deposit and first month's rent. Cons of renting a home: no ability to build equity or gain potential for appreciation in value, limited ability to customize and personalize the space, lack of stability and potential for rent increases or eviction. Conclusion: summarize the pros and cons of buying versus renting a home and emphasize the importance of considering personal goals, financial situation, and lifestyle when making this decision. Another potential disadvantage of buying a home is that you will be responsible for maintenance and repairs. Unlike renting, where the landlord typically covers any necessary repairs, when you own a home, you are responsible for fixing any issues that arise. This can be especially costly if a major repair is needed, such as a new roof or plumbing repair. In addition, homeowners must also pay for property taxes, insurance, and any homeowners association fees. On the other hand, buying a home can also have many advantages. For one, owning a home can provide a sense of stability and security. You have control over your living space and can make changes as you see fit. Additionally, homeownership can be a good investment, as the value of your home may appreciate over time, allowing you to build equity. Furthermore, owning a home can provide certain tax benefits, such as the ability to deduct mortgage interest and property taxes from your income taxes. Ultimately, whether buying or renting is the better option for you depends on a variety of factors, such as your financial situation, lifestyle, and personal preferences. It's important to weigh the pros and cons carefully before making a decision. On the other hand, renting a home provides greater flexibility and mobility, which can be beneficial for those who frequently move around or are uncertain about their future plans. Renters are not tied down to a specific property and can easily relocate to a different area or city without the burden of having to sell a home. Additionally, renting typically requires less upfront costs and financial commitment compared to buying a home. However, renting also has its drawbacks. Renters do not build equity or gain any appreciation in the value of the property, unlike homeowners who can potentially profit from a rise in their home's value. Furthermore, renters are subject to the whims of their landlords, who may increase rent, impose restrictions on pets or renovations, or even decide to sell the property, forcing renters to move out. Ultimately, the decision to buy or rent depends on individual circumstances and goals. Buyers should consider their financial stability, long-term plans, and commitment to homeownership, while renters should weigh the benefits of flexibility and affordability. By understanding the pros and cons of both options, individuals can make informed decisions and choose the path that is best suited for their needs. Another factor to consider is the potential for home value appreciation. Homeowners can benefit from the increase in value of their property over time, which can result in a substantial profit if they decide to sell in the future. On the other hand, renters do not have this potential for financial gain. However, homeowners also have to deal with additional expenses such as property taxes, homeowners insurance, and maintenance and repairs. These costs can add up quickly and may offset any potential financial gains from owning a home. Renters, on the other hand, do not have to worry about these expenses and have more flexibility in terms of moving to a different location if necessary. Additionally, renting allows for more immediate access to amenities and services, such as gyms, pools, and maintenance staff. Ultimately, the decision to buy or rent depends on a variety of individual factors, such as financial stability, lifestyle preferences, and long-term goals. It's important to carefully weigh the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. Here are some additional points that you could include in your video on the pros and cons of buying versus renting. Maintenance. When you own a home, you are responsible for all of the maintenance and repairs that need to be done. This can be time-consuming and expensive, whereas when you rent, the landlord is responsible for most maintenance and repairs. Flexibility. Renting gives you more flexibility to move around, especially if you don't want to commit to a long-term living situation. Buying a home requires more commitment and can be more difficult if you need to move quickly. Equity. One of the main benefits of owning a home is the ability to build equity. Over time, your home may increase in value, and you can build wealth through homeownership. When you rent, you don't have this opportunity. Market fluctuations. Real estate markets can be unpredictable, and buying a home is a big financial commitment. If you buy a home and the market goes down, you could end up owing more than your home is worth. This can be a risk that you take on when you buy a home. These are just a few additional points to consider when weighing the pros and cons of buying versus renting. Sure, here are some additional points to consider when weighing the pros and cons of buying versus renting. Maintenance and repairs. When you own a home, you are responsible for all maintenance and repairs, which can be costly and time-consuming. When you rent, your landlord is typically responsible for these expenses. Flexibility. Renting gives you more flexibility to move around, whether it's for a new job opportunity or simply a change of scenery. When you own a home, it can be harder to pick up and move on short notice. Equity and appreciation. One of the biggest advantages of owning a home is that you are building equity with every mortgage payment, and your home may appreciate in value over time. When you rent, you are essentially throwing money away each month with no return on investment. Homeownership expenses. Beyond the mortgage payment, there are many other expenses that come with owning a home, such as property taxes, homeowners insurance, and potentially WA fees. These costs can add up quickly and should be factored into your decision. Rental expenses. While renting may seem like the cheaper option on the surface, there are also additional expenses to consider, such as renter's insurance and potential rent increases at the end of your lease. Overall, the decision to buy or rent comes down to your individual circumstances and priorities. It's important to carefully weigh the pros and cons, crunch the numbers, and make the best decision for your financial situation and lifestyle. Finally, before making a decision on whether to buy or rent a home, it's important to consider the lifestyle and financial goals of the individual or family. For some, owning a home is a symbol of stability and financial security, while for others, renting offers greater flexibility and freedom. It's important to weigh the pros and cons of each option carefully before making a decision. In summary, buying a home can offer a sense of security and financial benefits such as equity and tax deductions, but requires a significant upfront investment and ongoing maintenance costs. Renting, on the other hand, offers greater flexibility and fewer financial obligations, but lacks the potential for long-term financial benefits and may not offer the same sense of stability as owning a home. Ultimately, the decision between buying and renting should be based on an individual's personal and financial circumstances. That's it for today's video on the pros and cons of buying versus renting. I hope this information has been helpful in guiding you towards making a decision that is right for you. Ultimately, the choice between buying and renting comes down to your personal preferences, financial situation, and long-term goals. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on personal finance and real estate. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.